hello everyone, it is me, Gamer21, and today we are going to be looking at a new xQc controversy. Now, this xQc controversy comes via several different sources, and I didn't really originally want to make a video on it, but there really is nothing else going on in the PlayStation space, other than the fact that people are starting to cap for or starting to like cope for Starfield. My apologies over the fact that it's not coming. The only other thing that I could think of off of the top of my head would be Dreamcast guy basically yelling into a microphone and saying that saying that why isn't Starfield getting more attention or something like that. Even though we've had nearly a couple hours of actual in-game footage, 45 minutes and stuff that people have probably been able to break down. And yeah, we are a month away from this thing, but at the same time, I think I prefer this to them overhyping and continuously hyping up the entirety of the console. They dropped the entire thing that they wanted to say in one big foul swoop, and then feed it over the course of the time. People got their fix out of it and decided it based on that. And now people are kind of sitting and waiting for reviews. Plus, also, why would they when you're giving them actually free promotion by talking about Starfield in the first place in that context? Maybe in a negative context, but other people that are out there to troll you will probably be like, I'm probably might pick up Starfield now even more. I mean, I know that I pre-ordered Starfield recently because I kind of wanted it. But at the same time, whatever. Yeah, I know pre-ordering bad, I shouldn't really be doing it and stuff, but I mean, I want Starfield, and I also pre-ordered Payday 2, so shut the fuck up. Anyway, hypocrite, thy name is Penguin, so call me that. I fully embrace the concept. Anyway, back onto this. So the person Neil Explains, basically a channel that I can only describe as an information documentary style channel. At least it's 90% of what I think his content is, given what I've seen of his content. Haven't done too much research on him. Probably should, because his content is pretty educational. I'll probably leave a link in his description if I remember to. If not, Neil, hit me up. Put a comment down, put your link down there. I'll pin it, make sure that you get the exposure and stuff that you do for this whole controversy. Anyway, but he basically did a retweet where he posted a very sped up clip of xQc essentially reacting to his content by leaving for 10 minutes to have a big old poop, as well as take a phone call and do a couple other things. I know that you're a business person, but here's my big problem with this. He tries to explain this. He tries to explain and this whole situation for it. But his explanation is dog shit. Like actual literal dog water, garbage, stupid disgustingness. It is so stupid, so asinine, and so upset. Because he tries to put the blame onto people like his audience. He doesn't take accountability for it. That's where I have my problem with him. I wouldn't have a problem with him if he said, I didn't mean to, I didn't know that the video was still running, or if he owned up to it saying, yeah, I fucked up, I shouldn't be doing this and something like that. My whole point in this whole controversy is if you are not entertaining, right? If you are not entertaining enough to hold the attention of your fucking audience, you shouldn't be an entertainer. You shouldn't be on YouTube. You shouldn't be on Twitch. You shouldn't be doing that unless you are entertaining. Maybe people come for the content itself. Maybe people come for you to react to the content. I've always had a problem with reaction content ever since the Fine Bros. Ever since they came along and basically screwed up the entirety perception that I had of reaction content because they were the best at it and they were the only ones that I still supported. I don't support any reaction content anymore. I don't even watch too much React content from the original channel. It's not worth it, because at the end of the day, I wasn't watching for the person involved. I was watching for the content that they were reacting to. And for me, I constantly fight with the fact that I have to try to pause and give my opinion on something and try to outdo and actually entertain and inform people for this. This is legitimately stupid to the fact that xQc essentially just did this whole thing. Now we're going to watch his live reaction via this Neo clip here right now. So let's get to it. He already speeds it up, so I'm going to just kind of skip past specific parts and speed it up even more.
What you are looking at is considered the most densely populated place that ever existed. On an area of just 6.5 acres, or 4 football fields, dozens of individual buildings have merged into allowed various work.
Do not post this to YouTube. for the lack of react.
Oh boy. Yeah. So yeah, I didn't speed up that specific part. I just wanted to kind of pause here to say he left again for 10 minutes. That was it sped up to like 1,000 or something percentage wise. And someone just said, hey, don't post this to YouTube because of lack of reaction. Yeah, probably not a good idea because that's you basically got 2/3 of the way through his video. Right? I don't know the specific time on this specific video, but I think it's around 10 to 15-ish minutes. Maybe even more than that, given the fact that he left for 10 minutes. So maybe this is like about 2/3 of the way through. He probably left for about 10 minutes. He didn't even watch that much of the first video. Like you could see how like the bar was hidden, and his little thing there had nothing to do with it. Like he wasn't there for most of the content. Again, at least for me, since I am a commentary YouTube channel, I am very aware of the fact that I need to pause and explain specific points. I don't use the content that I take off of the internet in order to like just steal it. I don't re-upload it. I re-upload it, but I edit in my own videos, my own clips, my own voice, everything to make sure that I'm adhering to fair use. Just what I do.
For the lack of react. Boom! Metal pipes, cement, football, goal at the back. Wait a minute, chat. Hold up. I think this is a very rare copper alloy right there, chat. Somebody chat, hey chat, give me a zoom in on this and do a full infrastructural review of the material used in the building of this city. Right the fuck now. Boom. This is a deep dive and expert view in city building and architecture. Come on. Boom, boom. Chat, guys, chat finds this funny? Bro, relax, man. Bro, relax. I'm...
It's lighthearted in the fact that you're stealing a person's content. You didn't give your opinion or anything on that. That wasn't a joke. That wasn't funny. That wasn't good. If that was supposed to be a joke, if that was supposed to be for the lulz of stuff, it doesn't have a punchline. It doesn't have anything. Again, for me, in this context, you come off as a fucking asshole. Like a legit dickwaddle of epic proportions, dillweed shoved directly up your ass. Shut the fuck up. It's... Again, if you have to rely on other people's content to make you entertaining, and you yourself are not entertaining, you should not be making content. Full stop. Either work on yourself and become more entertaining, or don't be a content creator if you're going to pull this shit. Maybe about like 5-10 years ago, maybe back in 2012, you would be able to get away with this. 100%, because fair use was not as well defined as it is today. It's stupid. It's dumb. It's stupid. It's dumb.
Dude, chill out. It's lighthearted. Okay. I had to go to the bathroom. Okay, and then
I will be posting this to YouTube right now. Shame on you.
And then I took a phone call. Okay, and then I got some water. Okay, now I feel really good. Now I'm ready. Also.
And then the clip ends there. There's another quick clip that I will play from RTU from Review Tech USA, where I kind of stole a lot of this, the idea from this kind of from. Again, Review Tech USA. I actually respect him very much so. Link in the description of him reacting to TikTok. Now, I'm going to play this whole clip unedited, Mr. RTU. Again, thank you for it. Links to you in the description so I can actually... credit you for finding this clip. I don't know who clipped it specifically, but again, I'm just going to play this whole clip unedited so you get the full xQc reaction experience.
McKinney is dead. The temperature index right now in McKinney is 10,000. What is that? 101,105.
This crowd link.
Terrell, right now in Terrell and in Dallas, the heat index is 107. Everyone in McKinney is dead.
Yeah, good one, dude.
Hey, just working.
xQcl best
working hard so I can please you. Hey, just working. Working hard so I can please you.
Gotcha.
And that's it. Oh, did you expect more? Oh, do you want my whole opinion? Yeah, a lot of reaction content does boil down to that, and that's the reason why I stopped watching it. Not only is it boring, because I'm there mostly for the content that the other person produces, but at the same time, if you're not entertaining enough, you don't deserve to do this sort of shit. I know that Asmongold does this as well, And I would say that his stuff does tend to fall under fair use. Because more often than not, while it does contain the entire video itself, it contains it in such a way that he explains specific points to his chat live on there, and then is actually entertaining, and you actually want to hear what he has to say. xQc doesn't fucking do that. He is so boring, so upset, so mind-numbingly just white noise in the background. I didn't even hear half the stuff that he just said. Like, he could have probably wrote the entirety of Shakespeare and spelled it out for me and said it while the video was playing. I wouldn't have heard shit. Anyway. But with that out of the way, let's get to the little Twitter meltdown to kind of round off this video. Now, again, this comes from a bunch of different people. The Neo one, I don't specifically have what he specifically said. But again, links to Neo Explains in the description, as well as RTU. Both of those guys are awesome. Go check them out after this video. But let's look at xQc's response to this. And here is what he had to say on Twitter. Some of the people are going after me for the smallest things. Think they can get away with it because I'm under fire from every angle. Just remind yourself that you tried it just remind yourself that you tried it when it's your turn to face the music. Wow, what the fuck is that sentence? I'm done holding back. It hasn't given me any peace. Ah! That's not the point. Sorry. Had to scream there. But that's not the point. That's not the point, my guy. That's really not the point. It's really not. If you think for a second that people are giving you under fire because of, like, some stupid, dumb reasons, that's probably true in some context. In this context, you're straight up stealing other people's content, not reacting to it, not giving your points, not actually adding or transforming the content in any way, shape, or form. Get the fuck out of town. Like, I defended you in the past for moving to Kick, and I still think that moving to Kick was a good move and that you still got a good amount of money to do it. But if you're going to be turning out this type of content, to me, like, I almost don't want to defend you anymore. Almost. But I can agree with some things, disagree with other things. I disagree with the fundamentalists of this. So, yeah. Next up, we've got some from a Twitter user, Green Text. Found this out through, like, some of the quote critique because I just searched up xQc, see what was happening. Pulled this off, and then Anon personally says, speaks unintelligently, provides no reaction whatsoever, 100% iconic xQc clips, either clips of him staring blankly at something with no reactions, or him saying, top earning streamer that earns money per month more than I will ever in my entire life. What's wrong with the human race? Honestly, based take, I have nothing more to add to that. Great. I salute to you, sir. Couldn't have put it better myself. Next up from a Dark Viper AU. Don't know who this is again. Did xQc soon speak in a voice of GTA 6 just to admit the world reading for 2 minutes gives him a headache? Oh, just admit to the world that reading for 2 minutes gives him a headache. Not only is that strange in general, it's downright openly admit that Dextero, you cover the lows. Just admit that. Dextero, you cover this low-level journalism, right? Yeah. So he's calling out Dextero, and Dextero was the actual original reason why I found this thing. I just didn't think of it was going. I didn't think that I needed to cover it at the time because I don't cover everything Dextero covers. But they are good. They are good people for that sort of content. I should actually follow them a bit more, see what sort of stuff is happening in that corner of the internet. Because I like controversy sometimes. That's why I'm on Twitter. But yeah, he says won't read for 2 minutes, but will watch someone else's work for 90 minutes. Incredible. One gives me a headache. The other one cures it and prints paper. This is No-brainer, literally. This is a no-brainer, literally. Either my dyslexia is fucking acting up, or I have no idea what the fuck he just said. Huh? I'm confused. I'm confused as to the context. I don't want to know the content, but quite honestly, that's so fucking stupid. I think my brain just might have had an aneurysm. Next up, we have xQc gives Melody so much exposure that she got an additional 10k views in the 2 weeks since xQc uploaded his 330k reaction video. What a great guy. And that's kind of making fun of the fact that the reaction channels don't actually do it because they're more or less there for other reasons. So I'm fairly certain most of those 330 type reactions weren't actually him watching it live. I'm thinking that there were more people that came across it, which again, that's another reason why I don't like reactionary content, is because sometimes the reaction content gets more popular than the original reaction video, or than the original video, I should say. And that's the reason why I don't think reaction content is good anymore, because I'd rather go and search for the original content rather than having to see someone else's reactions to it. But also, one of the interesting things here is that apparently, Pokimane is now on Kick. She changed her mind. I feel like that should be a bigger story than it is, but I'm going to leave it at that. So, interesting how she was talking down to Kick about, like, I don't know, 2 months ago, and now she's going to Kick. Hypocritical! And finally, we have, from this last person, xQc is the only streamer on this planet who I will never understood, who I have never understood the appeal of even a little bit. And you know what? I fully agree with that last statement. And again, to go back to the green text one, 100% also agree with that statement. That xQc himself, I don't get his appeal. I don't get why people like him. There's probably reasons for it. Maybe nostalgia. Maybe he was better back in the day. At this point, he's not entertaining. And he's not entertaining, period. I know that that's rich coming from me, and I know that there will be plenty of people in the comment section be like, oh, well, you're not entertaining either. You should post some stuff. It's like, yeah, I understand that I'm not the most entertaining person, but I at least try to make things as entertaining as possible. Giving you gameplay to watch in the background of me talking, try to talk in a nice, even tone, try to make sure that I come across in a very relatable and correct manner, and make sure that I don't twist my words. I'm very, very particular when it comes to recording these types of videos. At the end of the day, the very end of the day, whatever. In any case, if you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to all the stuff that YouTubers around the world tell you to all do. Support me on the Patreon, support me on the Twitch, support me on the everything down below. All links in the description, including all the people that I mentioned here today. Thank you so much for watching. My name is GamePenguin21. xQc, please just shut the fuck up, and a peace off.
Sometimes I just wanna be a hater.